Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another Movies That Are Praised or Misunderstood month. And this is a film that got a lot of praise. I just saw the first one. I still got a bunch of sequels to go, but this is definitely the best one. I know it because I just saw it, and I know it deserves the praise it got. And that is the first Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. Now, I did have some issues with the movie. I will get to that. But first, I'm going to say about the things that I did enjoy in this movie, and there was a lot. First of all, Johnny Depp as your lead, Captain Jack freaking Sparrow. He talks like this, savvy, and he wobbles around, and the way his mannerisms, everything that he does in this movie is just freaking electric. He has charisma. He's hilarious. You know, his freaking screen presence is there. He got an Oscar nomination for this. There's a reason he got it and nobody else did, because he steals the freaking movie. He comes in within the first 10 minutes and bam, you're engaged. The thing with Will and Elizabeth in the beginning as kids, and didn't really care for it. But once Jack appears in the movie, it's freaking on like Donkey Kong. Orlando Bloom was decent in the film in Pirates, 1. He plays Will Turner. He's decent. He can't hold a candle to Johnny Depp. Let's face it. But I did like him as Legolas in the Lord of the Rings franchise and the two Hobbit sequels. And most of the cast is good. Jeffrey Rush is a great freaking villain. He talks like this, and we are cursed, and we are not neither the living or the dead. I'm like, I love his voice. Like Jeffrey Rush nailed the voice of a pirate. Like he's got these creepy eyes, and he turns into a skeleton. That's another thing that was great in the movie. Like the special effects, really good stuff. Gore Verbinski got some really good special effects team that worked on the CGI. It looks fantastic when they turn into skeletons in the moonlight. It looks really, really good. There's not too much CGI in the movie, which is great because the sequels, I know there's more CGI because you have Davy Jones and you have the freaking Kraken, and then you have the mermaids in the fourth one, and the fifth one is the most expensive Disney movie ever made. This was a simple budget with the film that with what they had, because a modest budget is all you need. You don't need $300 million to make a good movie. But yeah, really good looking film. Gore Verbinski gets some great shots in there. It's a long movie, but there's a lot of good action sequences. The fights on the boat and the sword play and the shooting and everything is really well done stuff. So I will give the film a lot of credit for the technical aspects. Is really good, and your lead hero, really good, and Will Turner is decent. The story was very interesting. On the pirates are trying to get this gold medallions and put it all into this chest and take the blood of a pirate in order for the curse to be lifted from their slumber, since they stole the gold from Cortez. And yeah, so that's basically the plot. And Jack Sparrow wants to get his boat back because they steal it from him. And he's great. Like I said, Johnny Depp makes the movie very, very watchable. Like he is the reason why all the movies are watchable. Because I know I haven't seen the sequels yet, but I know he's the best thing in it. And I know 3, he's not in the first 30 minutes, so I will get to that one soon when I get to see 2 and 3. But anyway, now my problems for the movie. I didn't care for Keira Knightley. I'm sorry. I know they're fans of this actress. I've never been a fan of this actress. I think she's just there. I don't find her hot. She's just like Natalie Portman, but the British version. She's very annoying in the movie. She's not a strong character at all. See, it's not just her accent. She's not a strong character. Half the movie, she's falling off a freaking building, and she falls into a freaking, when they're making her walk the plank, and then she falls on her face, and then she gets drunk with Johnny Depp on the island, and she's blibbering like, "Hey, you'll be the best pirate of the Spanish Main." Yeah, 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 yeah. I couldn't stand her. And then at the end, for whatever reason, like the hobo, she is knocking down guys like she's been trained by the freaking pirate. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Oh, she's resourceful. Bullshit. She's a weak character. This is the same shit that they did in Jupiter Ascending, where Mila Kunis doesn't do anything. A man has to save her, and then at the end, she's like fighting like she's known how to fight for years. That's a cliche that doesn't work, Hollywood. Your female lead, if she's not strong, fuck her, okay? Fuck her. You don't need her in the freaking movie. She's only there to be Will's squeeze. That's basically it. Like in the beginning, she's wearing this tight dress, and she's like, "I can't breathe. "Ah!" And I'm like, what the hell is that? I know it's a Disney movie. I'm not gonna say that the tone is wrong. It's cartoonish. There's slapstick. People getting hit in the head with stuff. It's fine. That's not the problem. But she is. I don't like her in the movie. I know in the sequel she's gonna annoy me even more, especially 3, because that's almost 3 hours long. God help me, that's gonna be a long chore. But you don't need her in the movie. I could have casted anybody else, and it would have been, to me, more less annoying. I thought Zoe Saldana's in the movie, but she's not in the film that much. She would have been a better lead because I love her in Guardian. She didn't annoy me in that. Here, she's in the film for 10 minutes and she shines for what she has to do. Another problem is I think the film kind of runs a little bit long, not too long. Like the sequels are definitely longer. There's scenes that with the red coats, I could not stand those guys in the beginning. They have these wigs and red coats and blue coats, and they're so pretentious. They're like, "Oh, Sparrow, you can't go over here. I can't do that." They sound like they're drunk. This is why I can't stand British cinema in general, because they sound like they're drunk. And here they just sound ridiculous. Johnny Depp is like, "Well, guess what? I don't have to answer to you. I want my boat back, savvy." And I love the way Johnny Depp plays it. Like he is just walking all over the rest of the cast, except for Jeffrey Rush. The scenes with him and Jeffrey Rush are freaking dynamic. You have a great ass hero and a great ass villain merging together, and we rarely get that now. But yeah, like I said, the two problems are the freaking some of the pacing in the beginning with the freaking red coats, because I didn't give a shit about any of them, and Keira Knightley. I don't care about her. I'm sorry. Not attracted to her. She was like 17 years old when she did this. I was like 18. So she wasn't even a full grown woman yet. So yeah, that's kind of like being attracted to Hermione in the first Harry Potter. She was like 10. It's kind of creepy, especially now. I'm like, no, I don't care about her. Just get her out of my face. It's not a feminist thing. I promise. I'm not sexist. It's just she's not a strong character. Getting knocked off a building like a dumbass and I can't breathe, and then she's like, ah. I'm like, no, fuck your SJW ness, Disney. You always want to do that. You did this with Star Wars. You did it with this Pirates movie, and you're trying to do this with every movie. You don't need every woman to be tough. If I don't buy them, I don't buy them. And if they're weak, you can't make them strong out of nowhere. It doesn't work. Build up is different than freaking just throwing in a weak character and then giving them some moments. It's dumb. It's really dumb. But the movie's really great. Other than that, the film is very entertaining. The action is very fluid. The score is awesome. Awesome freaking score. That was what was missing in the freaking the recent Beauty and the Beast. I'm sorry, people. I'm not reviewing that because I know I'm going to get shit for it. I like this better. This was long, but Johnny Depp got me through it. Gore Verbinski's directing is better. It's a faster paced movie. Yeah, there's some pacing issues in the beginning, but when you get to the battles and then you get the freaking skeletons and the monkey going from, the monkey was cute. It goes from, real to CG, skeleton monkey. It looks great and scary, and the film, the score adds to the movie. But, if you got rid of the red coats and Keira Knightley, the movie would be like a 10 out of 10 for me, even through all the accents. Jonathan Pryce is fine in the movies. He's there. He's just Elizabeth's father. He wears a stupid wig, and he's there. I'm not really the biggest fan of Jonathan Pryce, but he did what he could. But like I said, awesome villain, awesome hero, great score, great action, a really good looking movie. It's long, but it has a lot in it that I like. The story was interesting. And I would say this: I'd rather watch this again with the commentaries. At least I don't have to hear Keira Knightley's acting over like the Harry Potter films, because I like those, but there's too much plot, too many characters, and the accents don't stop. They keep going. And the first two movies got an extended cut for some reason. These don't need them because they're long enough, especially the third one. Oh my God, 2 hours and 40 something minutes. Yikes. But I'll see that in the summer. I'm not gonna see it now. But the first one is the best, and it deserves all the praise it got. Good movie, a really good movie. It's not perfect. I had some issues. I always will because like I said, I'm a man that has a certain taste, and when I hear these accents for almost 2 hours or over 2 hours, it can get on my nerves. Especially with this bitch. She's like, You're a pirate. Oh my god, you're not gonna help me, you bloody pirates. I'm like, no, fuck you, Keira Knightley. Okay, I don't need you. I saw you in Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit. You looked lost. You were like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. Not attracted to a chick with an accent. I like Gal Gadot because she ain't British, and she is more badass than you. She's not knocking, falling off of buildings and not and squeezing into a dress. No, she's not like that. She's more badass than you are, even when she was a little girl. Here, just the character, too much focus on her. Get her out of my face. I see this for Jack freaking Sparrow, played by Johnny Depp, because he is a method actor. He is acting circles around you like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, he's into the movie. He makes the movie so freaking hilarious and fun. And thank you, Gore Verbinski, for this. Thanks to you, you revived Johnny Depp's career back in 2003, and you made him into a blockbuster hit monster. Until, well, even recently, he's had his problems, but the guy is still on top for a reason because he is still relevant. He's still a great actor. Even in a bad movie, he can still pull off something. Knightley, after these movies, she did nothing. She did Domino, which bombed, King Arthur, which bombed, and she did Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, and that was just boring and just nothing to it. But this is a good movie. It is a good movie. I will give it credit. Sean, I like this movie, but this girl, no. And she sounds a lot like the hobo, which is never a good thing ever, because that hobo needs to go and freaking die in the next Star Wars movie. Star Wars doesn't need that. Here, I'm fine with it because Johnny Depp, great character, great actor, great character, and Jeffrey Rush, great actor, great freaking villain. Will Turner was fine. I like. At least I liked Orlando Bloom. Like, his accent doesn't get on my nerves. He's not a freaking cartoon. Just saying. And him and Johnny Depp have good chemistry on screen, more than he did with this child. But anyway, that's my opinion on Pirates One. It's a good movie. It is good. It was worth the money I paid for, and it has plenty of features that'll keep me busy. So it's the best of the franchise, no doubt about it. Like, I'm gonna see 2, 3, 4, and 5 when that comes out on DVD and Blu-ray, because I'm not gonna see it online. I'm gonna wait. And yeah, it's a good movie. Like, I judged it too harshly a long time ago, saying, I don't want to see that. Bunch of Brits for 2 hours, it's not for me. But it is for me, but because of this man right here. Yeah, the one that really matters, the one that people associate this franchise with. Johnny freaking Depp is Captain Jack Sparrow Knight, and he kicks ass in this movie. So I watch it for him and the story. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting on my videos. Fuck the trolls that have been trolling my account saying I'm racist. I'm not a racist. I like women that don't have British accents for the most part. I'm sorry that offends you, motherfucker, but this is how I feel about this movie. It's a great movie. It's got its flaws, but still I can watch it again. That's more than I could say for some other franchises. And I'll leave you with that. See you next time.